Hey folks, this is Jay Bear and welcome to a special episode recorded live at MegaConLive Birmingham. This massive event had it all: incredible cosplayers, celebrity guests, buzzing stage shows and rows upon rows of vendors and traders with everything from props to plushies. But among the chaos and the capes, we set out to meet some of the talented artists behind the tables, the ones pouring their passion into prints, pins and original creations. Across a jam-packed weekend, we caught up with a few of them for some quick chats, and in today's episode we bring those conversations straight to you. So let's get into it. Let's go. One of the first people I got to catch up with is Holly, who's the creative force behind Chow Illustrations. Based in Leeds, she is renowned for her vibrant and whimsical art that brings life to monster girls, cute demons, and the most kawaii sharks you have ever seen. And, as a partnered Twitch artist, she streams the creative process live, sharing her journey from initial sketches to finished pieces. But Holly's work isn't just limited to the digital space. She also designs and sells a range of merch, including art prints, apparel, and pins, and much more, both online and at cons like this. Her unique blend of digital and traditional mediums, combined with a passion for character design, has cultivated quite the dedicated following online. So, in our conversation, we delve into her inspirations, her experiences in the art community, and what it's like to be a streamer. Yes, we're here at MegaConLive, and we're joined by Chow.
Hi.
How are you finding MegaConLive today?
Honestly, just seeing everybody has been the main highlight. Seeing all of my artist buddies, seeing all the trader buddies.
Yeah.
How have you been finding it?
It's been good.
Yeah.
Very tired.
Yes.
Very tired. I could sleep right now.
Same.
But
yeah, I'm definitely thinking of getting an energy drink soon, even though I've only just finished a coffee. That's the kind of
coffee,
vibe.
to Monster, to the next one.
Pretty much.
Oh, good.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, you don't just do, you obviously do art, but you also you do video.
Yeah, so with like my YouTube and stuff, I do like convention vlogs. I like to show like the behind the scenes of what it's like being, an artist and a trader at these kind of events, because I realized I've been doing this for like 10 years and there's not a lot of, easily accessible behind the scenes stuff out there. So I was like, well, I've got, information I can pass on to people that can hopefully help. So I like making YouTube videos with that kind of content. I do Twitch streaming as well. So I do like live streaming of basically just me working on this kind of stuff from start to finish and sharing the process. So
how have you found, by doing like online content such as that, have you seen it affect actually your customer audience in terms of the stuff that you make? Have you seen like there's an overlap of like it's brought in a new audience to you?
It has. I was actually saying this to someone earlier that even though with my YouTube channel, it's got a lower following compared to some of my other social medias, I've actually found that it's the most vocal community out of all of them. Okay. By far, the amount of people that have come up to me this weekend and said they watch my YouTube videos has outweighed any other interactions. So I really do think it affects how people can find you. I feel like each social media, even though there's a lot of overlap with people following you on multiple, there's still a lot of people that find you through one and kind of stick to that. So I find that the YouTube community is really like close knit and like really vocal and really supportive. So I love it. I love making videos. So
it's awesome. I see such a variety of products. We've got stickers, we've got tapes, we've got shirts, we've got t-shirts, we've got socks, we've got beanies. We've even got caps. I've only just noticed the hats as well. My goodness. What is the product was the most fun to make in terms of the whole manufacturing process? Ooh. And which one were you like, okay, that was a lot?
The most fun one for me was probably designing the desk mats, because this was like a different kind of like canvas that I'm used to making, and it was a very big file that I had to work with. I just enjoyed the process of like illustrating these and like working with the space. And luckily the manufacturing process was kind of smooth with that, so that kind of tied into that.
We like that.
Yeah, and to balance it out, I think the most challenging thing was probably, I mean, t-shirts can be challenging sometimes. I mean, probably enamel pins. I mean, I love making enamel pins, but there's also a lot of room for error sometimes, and sometimes the colours don't turn out exactly how
Yeah.
you think they will, and that's always frustrating.
We recently did a podcast episode about the process of making enamel pins,
Mhm.
and the main feedback we got was, oh, I did not realize the steps, manufacturers,
Yep.
how you can only get it done in China, basically, like
Yeah.
all these things, that the communication, the risk of stuff arriving, not so
Yeah.
very much relate.
Yeah, I think that they're very fun to make because
Yeah.
having a physical like metal product
Yeah.
in your hand is
Yeah.
like, it's such a cool feeling.
It's a very premium feeling product.
Yes, it is. I think like the weight of it is
Yeah.
like, oh wow, my art is this like heavy metal
Yes.
thing now. That's so cool.
Weight equals expensive.
Yeah, it makes
equals
me feel
value.
a bit bougie,
Yeah.
you know?
Out of everything you have today,
Yep.
I always ask this, and I don't know why, because it's such a cruel question, because it's like asking to pick your favorite child. Out of everything you've got today, in this exact moment, what's the one project that you're like, this is a project that I'm most proud of, or I'm most excited about, or I'm most in love with? Because I know that
Ooh.
answer can change like every minute you ask
Yes.
it. But in this exact moment, what you're like, this is something I want the world to really see.
I think my favorite item at the moment is my crop top because I really like making apparel and I wear a lot of crop tops
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
And a lot of what stems from what I want to make for merch is typically
Yeah.
what I like,
Yeah.
and it's very self-indulgent. So it's kind of inspired me to want to make a lot
Yeah.
more crop tops for the
Yeah, yeah,
summer
yeah.
and like really kind of focus in on more specific styles of apparel like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, crop tops. It's crop top summer. Come
Crop top
on, you
summer.
know?
I might get one.
Oh hell yeah! Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Have a good pack down.
Yes, you too.
Yes.
Good luck with it. We're going to sleep in our own beds tonight. I'm very
Oh,
excited.
Very happy about that. Very happy about that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The next person I spoke to was the lovely Hannah from Hillman's Handmade. She's a UK-based artist who handcrafts vibrant polymer clay jewellery and accessories drawing inspiration from pop culture, gaming, and LGBTQIA+ pride. Since launching her business in 2022, she has been the maker, marketer, photographer, and much, much more, pouring passion to every individual piece she makes, and she's been sharing that journey along with her followers on social media. Hannah's work brings a touch of joy and individuality, if you ask me, to the convention scene. So in our conversation, we delve into that journey of handmaking every single product, the advice you can give to new people looking to handcraft items, and also why everyone should very much love the very, very cute Pryga. Found another one. Hello.
Hello.
I feel like I've been meaning to have this conversation with you. I feel like for so long.
Yes.
How are you finding this weekend?
Much better than last year.
Yes.
Yes, a lot better. And a lot more confident as well.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting one.
An interesting one. I
Interesting
feel like an
one.
interesting one. For those of you who aren't already familiar with the wonderful stuff you do, explain to the wonderful world out there, what is Hillman's Handmade? What's it all about?
Okay, so Hillman's Handmade is, put quite simply, a labour of love, and it's all polymer clay jewellery. So earrings, we've got necklaces, we've got keychains as well. We're starting to move into pin badges, and we've done a little bit of artwork as well with some stickers. So it's very much a labour of love, and it's just for everyone. So one of the things I pride myself on is having pride items, because I just don't feel like they always get represented so well. So I like to have something for everyone, and I mean literally everyone and anyone.
Really, it's so good. How long have you been doing this?
July this year is my third year.
Third year.
So
Bit of a veteran now.
it's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah.
So much stuff on display, a variety of interesting knickknacks, and I noticed you have some Sonic stuff.
We do have some Sonic stuff. Yeah.
I'm pretending I haven't already got it. But yes,
You've never seen it before.
Never. What?
ever?
This is brand new. I've never seen such
Shocking.
things. How are you enjoying stuff like that? These new items.
I wish I could say I was enjoying Sonic, but I want to push him off a cliff because Shadow was easier to make. Sonic was horrible to make.
Why?
We print our cutters for
Yeah.
some of the things that we do,
Yeah.
and Sonic was the one that we had to keep redesigning because
Yeah.
his eyes wouldn't fit, then his mouth wouldn't fit, and then something else didn't work. So out of the two of them, and
Yeah.
if you watch the Con Creative podcast, you'll know about the push off a cliff bit. Sonic is going off the cliff, definitely. Shadow's my boy on this one.
With everything you've got here, I mean, like I said, you've got so many things. You've got stickers, badges, everything. At this exact moment, what's the one project you're like, this is my favorite project right now?
Oh, I am gonna go with the Pryga hoodies behind us because the Pryga is my first design.
Oh,
And I love him and he's adorable.
Yeah.
Plus the hoodies are so soft. So
May I have a
I'm
feel?
like, yeah, feel away.
Ooh, it's actually very nice. Can confirm, very soft.
But yeah, he's my baby, really.
Oh, very good. And very important, very, very important. I love all my artist friends. They are talented people. They are terrible at hydrating during conventions. Have you been staying hydrated?
With Sneak as well as Water.
Ooh,
We have been very good this weekend. So
wow.
I get to have the smugness. I've hydrated, guys. Just saying.
For anyone who may be looking at making similar things, like this sort of like that handcrafted stuff, what would your advice be to someone who's just in those starting phases? Lessons learned, maybe.
Yeah, my biggest lesson learned is probably play with it.
Yeah.
Play with it. Don't expect you're going to get it perfect the first time around because it's not going to happen. You need to have a little go at it, see
Yeah.
what you think might work,
Yeah.
because you might find something else works completely
Yes.
differently.
Yeah.
So, for example, with Sonic, the original idea was to have the base and then do a paint job on him, but because of the way he is as a character, his
Yeah.
3D layering worked so much better. So we decided to build him out of clay instead. So
Yes.
it's things like that.
Yeah.
Your first idea might not always be the best. Keep trying, just have another go.
I think that's very wise words indeed. Well, enjoy what's left of Sunday.
Oh,
Have a delightful pack down
it'll be brilliant.
and a good rest. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Next, we spoke to the fantastic Chocolate Raisin Fury, another UK-based artist known for celestial and mythological themed merchandise. They do a variety of stuff from eco-friendly celestial fox lanyards to Norse mythology-inspired enamel pins, and their work brings a very unique flair to the convention scene. In our conversation, we delve into the spontaneous nature of creating new products in bulk, the excitement of securing a very good spot on the convention floor, and also the time it takes to get a table and setup put together. So here we are at another glorious artist table. Hi. How has the weekend been for you so far?
It's been actually pretty good for me this time. Yeah, I think I've really lucked out on this spot because I've got a corridor there and a corridor there and kind of a corridor there
You've got
as
all
well.
the corridors.
I've got all the corridors, so
Yeah.
people coming down literally just see this. So I think I've really lucked out.
For the wonderful people out there who have yet to experience the joys that is your work, does it tell us a bit about what's your Chocolate Raisin Fury?
Oh,
What's the brand?
Oh.
What's the art?
completely unrelated to my name. I'll be honest. It's a bit of a mistake choosing that name, but a lot of celestial animals, really.
Yeah.
And if it's got space, if it's cat, fox, wolf, I need to expand on just those three animals.
Yeah.
Dragons, they're new.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Space, animals, combine them.
Space,
I'll do it.
animals is going to be here.
Yeah.
Amazing. Cool.
Essentially.
And I got to say, amazing setup.
Thank
The
you.
branding, the boards, the display.
Oh,
everything
thank
on.
you.
How
Yeah.
long did this vision take, and two, how long does it take to set up?
Oh, the setup. Well, my booth helper is a godsend. I'll be completely honest because it takes a very long time.
Yeah.
This time has been the first convention I've actually planned the setup because I had so
Okay.
much new stuff. In
Yes.
particular, my pin
Yes.
boards,
Yeah.
all new.
Yes.
So I actually did to scale on Photoshop. That I think we were still maybe don't tell the organisers we were still setting up after it opened. Whoops! I think
No,
it
no,
took
it's
about
fine, that's
four hours, and that was a panic.
These are beautiful.
Thank you. They are new as well.
They are glorious.
thank you.
Tell me what was the vision behind this?
Well, that's actually, I'll be honest. A friend of mine said, "I'm doing a notebook order. Do you
Yeah.
want in?" And I went, "Yeah, all right."
All right,
Yeah.
let's get in on it.
I'll do
then.
it.
Amazing.
And then I got excited and ordered 900, and now they're taking over my house. Yeah. Don't look at me like that. I made a mistake.
The every time, so many times I've spoken to artists,
Yeah.
and they're like, "I had a really good idea," and then they got really into it, and now I have to live with it.
Yeah,
Yes.
live in it.
Yeah.
That's the key. I've got a throne made out of notebooks now. That's going to be what I live in.
If you had anything here today, you said, this is the one thing,
Yeah.
out of all my babies, this is the one child I'm going to pick as my favourite.
Oh no! Like product or one particular design?
I'll let whatever is speaking to you right now.
Oh, I'm not gonna swear. I'm not gonna swear. My personal one.
Yeah.
Oh God. Probably, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
I love foxes. I love foxes. Probably this one. This
one
fox.
here.
That fox notebooks. I've used it on here and here and also on the socks.
Yes.
So my little fox. I
Amazing.
think that one. Yeah.
Amazing. Everything here is so great. The setup is fantastic.
Thank you so
I
much.
hope you've had a great weekend.
Yeah.
What's the next event? Where can people, if they want to find you again?
Oh, next one is actually Portsmouth Comic Con. It's my local.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Confuzzled after that.
Confuzzled. Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Again, enjoy Packdown,
Thank you.
and thanks so much for talking to us.
No, thank you for coming over.
Next up, we're joined by Sophia Liu. She's an illustrator based in the northwest of the UK. She's known for her enchanting creations, where she brings to life a whimsical world filled with teacup dragons, cheeky mushroom characters, and many, many magical beings. Her work spans a variety of mediums, including enamel pins, prints, stickers, and designs, all reflecting a passion for D&D, animation, and storytelling. She has a thriving Etsy shop boasting over 13,000 sales and a dedicated following across her social platforms. She really has carved out a unique niche in the indie art scene. In our conversation today, we talk about the anniversary of one of her magical creations, as well as a very, very important triangle pyramid for hydration. Found another one. This time, we're joined by the amazing Sophia Liu. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. For context, this is the Sunday.
Yes.
Sunday midday, so the energy is weeping away from my soul
Yes.
as we speak.
How many energy drinks have you had today?
Only one
Only one.
and a coffee.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've had a coffee and an energy drink. That's why you got to get through the day.
How have you found the weekend?
It's been really lovely. So, like, this convention's always one of those. It's not one of the most busiest conventions that you're going to go to.
Yeah.
So, like, it's sort of like a mid-convention, we call it. But, like, we've had an absolutely lovely time. Me and my friend Becky, we've been doing conventions together for, like, over a decade now.
Yeah.
So, like, we just, like, go, okay, these are the vibes that we're going for. You have your target, and that's what you're going to meet. You meet that target, lovely. If you double it, phenomenal.
Amazing, fantastic. For those who are not already well versed in the
Yes.
amazing world of your art, just tell us a bit about your inspiration, what you do.
Of course. So, apologies if my voice is going. So, it's because we've been doing Jennifer Coolidge all weekend. It's been what phenomenal. It's just, oh my God. Oh my God. So, my name is Sophia Liu. I have been officially doing conventions now for 13 years. When I first started, I was very inspired by anime, but these days it is more inspired by animals and Dungeons and Dragons. Most people know me for either my Critical Role art, my Stardew Valley stuff, or more than anything, my little critters or my little animals and mushlings. My most famous baby is Prickles, who is adorned at the top here. He's my cactus cat. It's officially, as of next month, his 10-year anniversary.
Shut up, 10 years.
Yes, 10 years. So he will be having a very special birthday year, which I'm very excited for.
Very lucky.
It's just me just being like, oh, what am I creating next?
Now, I notice you have a variety of amazingly varied products.
Thank
I see
you.
tapes, I see pins, I
Yes.
see prints. I also see a variety of, like, I would say some things you don't see at every table. Is there anything you're particularly most proud of that you're like, this represents something unique to me very well?
So, I'm always one of those, like, we all end up in the same pool of ideas that we all do. Everyone, like, one person gets an idea, next week, everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
So I do different things. I actually change around my stock depending on the type of convention.
Yeah.
So, for example, this one is a very, say, like a younger audience in comparison.
Yeah.
So, like, I have a lot of my lower end items, so my sticker sheets, my bookmarks, and like the little adoptable little children, and of course, like the washi tape, they're the lower price items versus the higher price items because we do tend to have a younger audience here. My favorite product that I've made, because it's become very, very useful not only to me as a dungeon master, but to my players as well, has been my Dungeons and Dragons notepads.
Nice.
It is a tool to help the player take notes without overstressing and having to think about it. And I actually made it as a tool to help players because we're all neuro-spicy, galaxy-brained lovelies, and we needed a system that helped them. And I found that's been probably my most product to this day that a lot of people come back and say, this really helped, and that means a lot to me. There's a lot of projects that I'm very, very proud of, like you know, musical theatre stuff, like and I have like lots of fandoms I'm a part of, and like my original projects. But like when people come back and said this has helped, that means an awful lot. Like, you know,
it's so good.
So you can inspire people. That's all that matters.
The last question, because I love every artist I've ever met so much. They are terrible at hydrating. Have you stayed hydrated?
I have. I always have free beverages on the go. We call it the Noro Spicy Trio. You have your you have your hydration, which is your water, your fun drink, which is your flavor, where it's like I always have like either a Pepsi or like
we like a Pepsi.
Or like a orange juice. It's because after a bit your mouth gets really dry when you're drinking water. And of course the energy one, because you got to keep your energy levels up when you're doing these cons.
I'm glad you're staying hydrated. Please continue to stay hydrated. Continue to do your Jennifer Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge.
And enjoy the rest of Sunday. Have a good pack down.
You too. You too. Look after yourself. You stay hydrated.
Thank you. I will do my best. I'll do my best. It goes without saying that as the resident podcast Sonic the Hedgehog fan, I had to go check out a fellow Sonic creator, and it made sense that I made my way to Sayan Hajime and check out what was happening at their table. For those of you who don't know, this creator has been making a variety of products for all different sorts of pop culture, but has found recent success in making a variety of Sonic-themed pins based on your favourite songs from your favourite Sonic games. But we talk about how they get through a con, what's their favourite size con, and what's their favourite snack. I found another one. Firstly, we're almost done. It's the end of Sunday. Are you hanging in there?
No. I didn't actually go to bed till like 4 a.m. because I was chatting to my friend who I don't get to see very often. I actually share in table.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't see a friend very often, you chat to them all night.
Yes. Now, for those of you who somehow don't know the wonderful stuff you do, because you have a little reputation in the Sonic community for your merch, your wonderful stuff. Explain to everyone, what's the brand? What's going on?
Sonic music, I guess. That's kind of what I've become.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like when I first started at cons, I was doing like a little bit of Sonic stuff.
Yeah.
But at some point I was like, oh, everybody loves this thing that no one's making merch of. Like, it's going to make Sonic music merch.
When you did the first pin of the lyrics, were you had any idea how that was going to take off the way it clearly has?
I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And I thought it would sell.
Yeah.
I didn't think it... I guess I didn't realize enough as many people who care would care.
Yeah.
And I never thought I'd be doing like the whole...
You are going through the...
Well, I'm going through them.
Like, it's quite impressive. Very good. Now, you've done like smaller events, like Sonic Fan Fest is a good example, and you do bigger events like this. Do you have a personal preference to scale?
My take is that I'd rather do a massive con or a tiny con.
Yeah, the sort of middle ground.
The sort of middle ground is not my favorite because it's got none of the positives of either.
That's a very interesting point.
Right.
I find that really interesting.
I mean, I'm still having fun, and I think the cosplay scene here is really good.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see so many cosplays.
Absolutely is.
And it's nice to see cosplayers having fun.
Yeah.
Like when I went out to get a drink, there's so many.
There are so many.
So many.
The amount of photo meeting groups happening, I was like, there's a Sonic lot, there's this lot, there's that. It's like just swarms. Swarms of them. Now, you have a lot of stuff. A lot of amazing stuff, actually. You've got prints, you got everything you could dream of. Not to mention these little fellas.
The Dackies.
But if you had to pick right in this very moment one you said, this is something I'm very proud of right now, what do you think that product would be?
I think the lyric pins
Yeah.
are a good idea.
Yeah.
And they are definitely my best seller.
Yeah.
But increasingly, I'm just having so much fun with sticker sheets.
Yeah.
So I love small stickers.
Yeah.
And they're pointless to make.
Yeah.
Both like, you know, financially
Yeah.
and just like no one would buy like tiny little stickers.
Yeah.
But a sticker sheet that I can cram with tiny little stickers.
Yeah.
And have real fun with, like
Yeah.
designing it.
Yeah.
I've had people buy mine and be like, they get them as a print.
Yeah.
So I'm having fun with those at the moment.
Yeah. And I've been asking everyone this because I love all my artist friends very much, but I am also very aware they're not very good at feeding themselves or hydrating themselves during weekend. Have you been staying hydrated?
I am the complete opposite. I eat all day. I eat more at con. I don't understand people who don't eat all day. I have a bag of snacks when I come to con. I will sacrifice much. If I run out of something, it's because I've filled it up with chocolate.
I was going to say, what is the go-to convention snack that keeps you going?
Probably wafers.
Wafers?
Okay, you can eat a lot of wafers before you feel sick.
Valid.
Right,
True.
that's why.
Okay.
And they're also light, you know?
Just
You
like
fill a bag of wafers. Like chocolate wafers, you know? Like
Fair enough. Yeah.
wafers.
I would say, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We're at the end of it now. We're literally closing and
I'm ready for bed.
I was going to say, have a wonderful pack down.
Thank you.
And you deserve rest.
Thank
Please
you.
get rest. Get all the rest.
It was
Thank
lovely
you
to
so
see you.
Thank you. So that was just the tiniest of tiny windows into the many, many artists that you can find at conventions like MegaConLive. It is such fun. I really enjoy these opportunities to speak with these people because they work so hard. They're so just encouraging and motivating for my creativity as well. So I love the opportunity to get to speak to them. Now, if you were watching this on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment. Comments are really important right now. Do leave one saying whatever you want. Be nice though. And if you are watching this on Spotify, then do give us a 5-star rating. Now, if you're listening to us on any of the other podcast platforms, for example, Apple, Pocket Cast, there's many, do give us a rating on that relevant platform. It costs you nothing, but helps us so much. Now, we're heading into MCM territory, which is overwhelming, but we're going to be fine. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to find out more about what PB has planned, so keep an eye out for future episodes as we head into the MCM zone. Until then, have a great week. Enjoy the good weather while it lasts in the UK anyway, and we will see you next week.
The Convention Creatives podcast is hosted by Gilles Bone and Jay Eggman. Art and design is by Gilles Bone, and editing and production is by Jay Eggman. To find out more, visit www.theconcreatives.com.